I asked you guys what the worst loadouts in Apex Legends are so I could test them out myself because I like pain. And of course the first to come up was the P2020 Mozambique with no attachments combination. Yeah, this is gonna be so much fun, isn't it? And after dropping in and finding my first P2020, I knew exactly what I had to do. Throw myself at the first people I saw. Whoa! Maybe not. But after dropping in, one clipping Octane, yeah, he got rolled. Love tapping and rezzing Wraith, I looted this dead Caustics box and found the holy grail, the Mozambique. Now I was ready for my adventure. And this adventure would start off by me finding a random naked Pathfinder in the middle of nowhere, but I wasn't the only one watching him from afar when his teammates from the ship were sniping me. That's when I realized the P20 and the Mozam have absolutely no range, especially when they don't have attachments. That, however, was not gonna stop me from at least trying to shoot people across the map. Yeah, right. Anyway, moving on. As for what happens next, I don't really have many words to describe it, so I'll just let the P2020 do the talking. So yeah, I somehow managed to come out on top of multiple teams with good guns, good armors, and I was only using a basic P2020. At this point I'm thinking, this is supposed to be the worst gun in Apex Legends. Excuse me? So after carrying my team out of carrier, I know you liked what I did there, I know you do. I was feeling confident enough to run forward on my own with my P2020 and challenge full 3 stacks across the map with no range and no attachments. It's kind of stupid, isn't it, really? But I was determined to be annoying to these teams, kind of like an itch that you keep scratching but it just won't go away and it just keeps coming back every single time and just itching you in the side, and that's all I was doing really, like, you know, 12 damage, maybe 30 damage here or there, but nothing really too much. But when it came to pushing these people, I guess I discovered that itches can kill you. Don't quote me on that. But somehow I was finding myself in 1v1s with players with much better equipment and guns than me and still coming out on top. It's almost like this isn't the worst loadout in Apex Legends. Red Wraiths, Gibbies, Horizons, full 3 stacks, anyone who was pushing us, nobody could cope with my P20 and my trigger finger, and it's honestly, I have no words to describe how this happened. It was just incredible. And by the end of the match, all that was standing between me and an incredible, unlikely victory was a Red Wraith with a Mastiff. Hey, if Ashton wins this 1v1, you have to like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's absolutely no way I should lose this. So yeah, I think it's safe to say this isn't the worst loadout in Apex Legends. Up next was the basic Sentinel and Longbow combination. 2 snipers. Great. I love this game. The difference between this loadout and the previous one was night and day, and not for the right reasons. Playing with the Sentinel with no scope, no range, it just made it pretty weird. It's like kind of like you're quickscoping or something on COD, but you're not one-tapping people. You gotta hit them like 3 or 4 times and hope they don't one-clip you, which they usually do. So somehow I found my way past the first couple of squads, and then I crafted myself a longbow, and then things, they just got even worse. Yes, my accuracy is very painful. So after finding ourselves surrounded, the zone closing in, I figured the best thing to do was to get down to Hammond Labs, and clearly that was the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah, just low queue straight into a full team. Good, and I'm not using this again. This was absolutely miserable. After that monstrosity of a game, you might think there's no possible worse loadout than that, but I promise you there is. In my opinion, and this is my take, the worst loadout possible in Apex Legends is one gun. No secondary, just one gun. The Eva-8, no bolt. Ladies and gentlemen, I use this gun for an uncomfortable amount of time, trying to take 1v1s, trying to shoot from somewhat close range. But this gun is just so bad. I tried again and again and again to try and get a decent bit of gameplay with this gun. No secondary, no anything, just the Eva-8. And it was so bad. Like, winning a 1v1 was hard enough, but then in a rare occasion you somehow win your 1v1 with this gun, you're just gonna get mopped up and cleaned up. The max damage you can hit for is 54. 54! And you're not gonna, that's like a super rare treat if you're hitting 54, like, let me tell you. I don't know why they call it the Eva-8 and not the Eva-6, because 6 damage is very common. You're gonna hit a lot of 6s with this gun, so be ready for that. And if I've learnt one thing throughout the whole entirety of making this video, it's that you should never pick up the Eva-8. If you have the choice of no gun or Eva-8, just run with no gun. It's seriously better in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think the worst loadouts in Apex Legends are, and I'll try them out in the next video. But until then, I hope you don't land on an Eva-8.